This is why land is more of the asset than um the house is the asset. Okay, the land is actually the asset. Um, I'm gonna go to a county tax assessor real quick. Say Broward County tax county, not country. Broward County tax assessor, right? Whatever county you in, you just type in after that tax assessor, right? I think this is it right here. Okay. Um, like I used to live in Broward County, Florida. Um, I need to look up a property. Uh, let me see. I need to look up a property. Oh God. Um, let's look up. I should have had this figured out before I started. Let's see if there's such thing as an address as 35 Northwest 19th Street. 19th Street. 19. I don't know. 19th Avenue. I don't know. So basically, while I play with this, let me explain something to you. So basically, when you buying a property, um, you there's only two things with a property. It's either gonna be an asset or it's gonna be a liability. It's gonna be an asset or it's gonna be a liability. I keep telling y'all, anything in life you do is gonna be an asset or a liability. The individual you with, right? The person you're with is they're either an asset or a liability to you. Like that motherfucker is either helping you get ahead in life or putting you back in life. That motherfucker is either pouring into you or draining you. Okay, they're either gonna help you stay out of jail or help you go to jail, like shit like that. So everything is either asset or a liability. It's simple as that. A property is either asset or a liability, right? Now, I can never comprehend in my life, even when I was younger, how the hell people just pay mortgages for 30 years. I could never comprehend it ever. I could never fucking comprehend it, right? Um, but as I got older, I'm like, okay, yeah, it is cool to pay a mortgage for 30 years if you're an investor, if it's investment property, if you got a property that you're paying on for 30 years and your mortgage is $100 a month, right? Let's go back in the days like when my mom purchased a house, my parents purchased a house. It was like 30-year mortgage and it was like $600 a month, right? That same house today could rent for $2,000 a month. $2,000 a month, right? So, moral of the story is it doesn't matter if you're paying on it for 30 years. It doesn't matter because you're even back then it could have rented when my parents first got that house, even though they were paying a $600 a month mortgage, they could have rented a house easily for $1,000 a month. Easily for $1,000 a month. Be honest with you, $1,200 a month. Okay, because I could remember back then, to rent a house, it was like 1,000, $1,200 a month, right? So what I'm trying to say is if it's making you money, it's an asset. Now, if you live in the house and you go to get up and go to work every day, like most people, pay your house note, pay your mortgage. In this case, we calling it a mortgage, a house note. a payment note, um, it's a liability. It's a liability. Okay, it's really a liability. The only way it might technically be an asset is if what happens is if what happened to you is like what's happening now, where instant equity is made because we're in a booming economy. Okay, if we're in a booming economy, we're in a bullish economy, and instant equity is made. Like you bought, like most people that bought a house prior to 2020, they've literally gained about 100, $200,000 in equity just because we're in a recession. Just because we're in a recession, right? That's rare. That's rare that happens in a year or two. It's very rare. It will happen within 10 years. I could promise you that it will happen within 10 years, but it's just rare that it happens within a year or two. Now, considering that, considering that, me personally, and let me tell you how I do things. I own two houses that I'm renting out. They have 30-year mortgages on them. I have intentions of paying them off within 10, 15, 20 years. But say I don't pay them off, me and my business partners do not pay them off in 10, 15, 20 years. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not living in the house. I don't care. My tenants are paying off the house. I don't even think about those houses. Sometimes I'd be like, damn, I just remember I own two houses in Florida. Sometimes I literally forget. I literally forget I own the two houses in Florida. I literally forget because I don't even think about them, because my tenants paying off some some houses for me that later on in the future sometime, if I want to pull out the equity or sell the houses, I could do that. I could do that. But if I lived in the house, one of the houses or both of the houses, I want to live in this one this week, and next week I'm gonna live in that one, whatever. If I'm doing shit like that, I'm just working to pay off stuff that all I'm gonna do is get the money back later on in the future. Okay, I'd rather somebody, they go work hard, pay it off for me, and that's just free money. They're literally pouring in free money to me every month. Personally, where do I live? I live anywhere and everywhere. Okay, as a lot of y'all could see, I live anywhere and everywhere. Okay, what I do is I live on my properties that I'm also renting out those properties. Again, I live on those properties that I'm also renting out those properties. I live in those houses that I'm also renting out rooms in those houses. Okay? Meaning, the way you can still live in your house and it be an asset and not a liability is you rent rooms out in the house. It's a duplex, it's a triplex, it's an apartment building, it's a fourplex, whatever. And all those tenants are not only paying off the building for you, they're paying your your share of the house note for you. And they're putting extra money in your pocket. So you're literally living in that house for free. Okay? You're literally living in that house for free. Okay? The two three main properties I live in, I'm literally living in them for free. Right? My tenants are paying them off. That my tenants are paying my rent, and my tenants are paying my part of the house note. Okay, and they're paying down the mortgage. They're paying down the house note, the property note at the same time. So I literally turn what could been a liability situation for me into an asset situation for me. Now, some people might say, and I get it, I can't live with people. I don't want strangers living with me. I could live in an apartment building, but I don't want my tenants to know I'm the landlord. Okay, I get all those situations where you don't want to live around your tenants. No type of way. Okay, if you own the building, you don't even want to live in the building. I get that. In that situation, and you own another separate property, it's the same scenario. You should be making so much money on all your rental properties that the extra money you're making on all your rental properties is paying for where you live. It's paying for where you live, so you're still living for free. Now, you say, Dragon, well, what am I working for? What do I do with the money that I'm working for? You go buy another house. You take that money, go buy another asset. You don't take that money and pay house notes and mortgages. It's any investor will tell you, dang, my tenant didn't pay the rent this month. I gotta go in my pocket and pay the dang mortgage. We be pissed the hell off when we have to do that. When we have to go in our own pocket of money that we work hard for on our 9 to 5. It's like today, right? I was doing a deck today, right? I just did a few things. I made like $400, right? Um, in like a couple hours. Um, I made like $7,000 last week, right? I would be so pissed off if I have to go into that money and pay um pay for one of my properties because my tenants couldn't pay rent. I would be so pissed off because I have plans to take that money and go buy more land. Matter of fact, and go buy another house that I'm looking to buy to put $3,000 down. I'm looking to buy. Okay? The money you work for, you buy assets with that money. The assets pay for your lifestyle. Let me say that again. If I make $1,000 this week, I take that $1,000, I go buy some land, some property, some asset. Okay. In my situation, I go buy some land. I already know what I'm gonna do with the land. I'm gonna put a shed on there, call it a tiny house, or do some type of infrastructure for another $1,000, so people could go out there and park, camp. I could do a storage business. They could store their RVs, tractor trailers, any of that stuff, right? Okay. Now that property making me money. That property making me money. Okay. Now, by that property making me money, paying off the land itself, the extra money that I'm making off that property, now I could take that money and go buy me some Louis Vuitton shoes, some Nike shoes. I can send my offsprings to do um whatever sports they want to play. I could help them to pay for that. Okay. If I want to buy if I want to take my family out to dinner, I could do that. Now I could take my family out to dinner. I don't take the hard-earned money that I work and go take my family out to some fancy dinner, go buy some Nike shoes, go spend any type of money. The money I spend on myself is money that come from my assets. Okay? If y'all don't understand that, put that in the comment section and I'll explain and do another video. So basically, I make $1,000, I go buy another asset. That asset is going to pay me, say, $200 extra a month besides paying off the property itself. Them $200 is what I use to go do what I need to do extra in life. Okay, I'm not talking about pertinent bills like you have to put gas in your vehicle, um, clothes on your back, food in your stomach, light bill, water bill. I'm not talking about pertinent bills. I'm talking about extra stuff. Like you don't need Louis Vuitton shoes. You could just buy regular shoes. So if I want that Louis Vuitton shoes, or I want to buy my woman a Louis Vuitton purse, Michael Kors purse, whatever, I don't go into my money that I earned to do that. I say, baby, listen, wait. I got some money coming in on the first from the tenants. After I pay off the notes, pay whatever other bills need to be paid from that, I'm gonna see what's left, and then I'm gonna take that money and that's the money that, hey, we could go play with, we could go have fun with, whatever. Y'all get that part? That is how you're supposed to conduct your life. That is how you're supposed to treat your assets. That's how you're supposed to live your life, period. This is why people stay broke. This is why a person could make $250,000 a year and still be broke. They don't have any assets. They're taking that money that they work for to immediately go satisfy their gratifications. Okay? This is why people are broke. Now, I'm trying to find an address in here. Let me go to property search. It's taking me back over here. Let me go to. I'm trying to just find any address in here. A home. Uh, Bear with me, guys. I just want to show you this quick example of why the land is worth more than the house. When you purchase a property, it's gonna give you the land value and the building value, the value of the building. Okay, it's gonna give you the value of the building. All right, and the value of the land. All right. What you want to do is you want to see the value of your land. You don't care about the value of the building. All right. This is why sometimes investors will buy some land that have a house or building on it and tear it down, and the property be more valuable with nothing on it than with something on it. But they'll put up a sign of a building or something that could go there to give in other investors idea, builder type investors idea, long-term investors type of ideas. You have flipper investors, you have long-term investors, right? The long-term investors, their money is so long, they don't even have time to be flipping anything. They could just park their money and allow that residual income to come in. The flipper investor is the individual that's trying to build up that capital in order to get to the long-term investor status. All right. Again, the flipper investor is just trying to build up their capital to get to the long-term investor's status. I'm trying to think of an address in Broward County. Let me see. 123 Southwest 19th Street. Is that an address? Oh, I know what I could do. Crap. Let's go to Zillow. Let me see. I might could find something on Google real quick. Homes for. Let's go right here. All right. Let's go Pembroke Pines homes for sale. Let's just grab an address from there, right? And this is something you would do to check your due diligence and stuff too. Here's the address, right? 1115 Southwest 113 Way. Oh crap. Remember this address, guys. 1115 Southwest 113 Way. Okay, now let's go back. 1115 Southwest 113 Way. 1115. 1115 Southwest 113 Way. All right. search. Okay. As you can see right here, it says abbreviated legal description. Okay. The legal description is just what it means. Legal description. Your address is not your legal description. Address, your address, that 1115 I just put in, that's only for mailing purposes. That's your mail. That's why they call it a mailing address. That's why they say, what is your mailing address? That's what that is for. The actual address of the property is this, where it says legal description. That is the actual address or property legal description. Okay. When it says 123 Main Street, that's for mailing purposes. All right. Just drop the gem. All right. Now let's go to values. Okay. When you go to the tax assessor website, it's going to tell you a lot of information. Is going to tell you what kind of deed is on the property, the last time it was sold, all of this, all of that, right? Okay. This property, for example, they built a very expensive house on this property. This is a property that in 2021 the land value was 64,500. The building value was 500,000, 880. In 2022, same land value 64.5, but the house value went up to 685. In 2023, same land value 64.50, but the house value went up to 811,680. Okay, this is also a good example. Okay, notice the land value has stayed the same, but the house value went up. The reason why this could happen is because people are getting money, which is what's been happening the past few years. People have been getting money. So expensive homes, the house part of it, the building part of it will go up. The land part will stay the same or go up a little bit. It's not going to go down, but it's going to stay the same or go up a little bit. Okay, but the house part will go up. All right, now in some areas, um the house value right now is going down because I'm talking about expensive homes that used to be expensive because we're in a recession. Okay, but this house, and if I go back to the picture, it's on a small lot. It's on a very, very small lot. They barely have any land. Matter of fact, let's see how much land it is. It's probably not even an acre. I could guarantee you it's not even an acre. Let's see if it says it here. Type single family. Okay. Uh, where would it say the price? Okay. The house did sell in 2016. Somebody bought it for 610 in 2016. Now they're trying to sell it for a million something. Um, okay. It's not saying how much land it is. Let's go back to let's go back to uh I don't know if we'll find that same house. Hopefully we luck out and find that same house because I want to see how much land it is. Okay, it didn't show up. Okay, let's do another one. What the hell? Let's do another one. And as you can see, Man, prices are going through the roof. It's crazy. Let's do another one. I'm trying to find a good example for y'all. Um, let's see if this one is a good example of where the land is worth um crazy money. Um, 1521 North Park Road. 1521 North Park Road. Okay. Um, God, I hate some of these websites. 1521 North Park Road. 1521 North Park Road. I have to go back here. 1521 North Park Road. This might be the same type of example. Um, you know what? Let me put in a name. Let's just put somebody's name, man. Let's see if Frank Smith. Frank Smith. Let's see what they own. Search. Oh, nobody named Frank Smith owns anything in Broward County. Okay, let's look up Mary Jean. Nobody named Mary Jean own anything in Broward County. Let's look up uh, Jean Pierre, because I know a lot of Haitian people, a million of them. A lot of Haitian people live in Broward. A lot of Jean Pierre pop up. My goodness, that's what's up, though. Haitian people know how to buy property, know how to see, people come here from other countries and they know the value of property and land. Okay. These are all bad examples of what I really wanted to talk about. But anyhow, nevertheless, it's good stuff. I can work with this. Okay, same thing here. The land value 28,000, the house value 248,000. Okay? Notice the land value never changed. The land value never changed. Okay? The house value went up, but the land value never changed, which is typically what happens, guys. Land value doesn't change. Whether the market is up or down, land value does not change that much. It doesn't change that much. Okay? Now, it just so happened the market's been going up and up and up. So the house value is going up and up and up. Okay? The house value is going up and up and up. All right. I'm gonna keep trying a few until I see a good example of what I wanted to show you guys, how the land value, just 32,000 on this land. Uh, there was one that I looked at that inspired me to do this video, and I know I won't be able to go back and see it. This one, the land value is 100,000. The house value is 1.7 million. I might have to find it again and come back and do this video. But anyhow, this is still good stuff, guys. This is still good stuff. This is still good stuff because What this is also showing you guys is that you can buy land cheap. You can buy land cheap as hell. You could go buy a piece of land for $97,000 right now and build a fucking house that essentially you can sell for $1.7 million. How you would do that? Once that $97,000 is paid off, you could leverage the land. Leverage the land. They will give you a construction loan. I show you how to do all of this and be able to build a house with the land combined that will be worth $1.1 million. Okay? And I show you guys how to do this. This is why I keep telling you guys that house would not be in existence without that land. You have to have the land. This property, for example, the land worth $7,000. They saying the land is worth $7,000. You can buy a piece of land for $7,000. Yes. Leverage. Once that $7,000 is paid off, you can leverage that $7,000. That property that's worth $7,000. You could get a construction loan to build a house. The construction loan to build a house is probably going to cost you to build a house. A single family house is going to cost you around 150,000, 200, not 200,000, but around $150,000. They will easily give you that loan with $7,000 in equity in that land. I show you guys how to do that. Okay. Once you built that house, you could turn around and sell the house just like it say for 280,000 plus a 7,000, so call it $287,000, like it shows there where it says just market value, which is probably more than that because that's just market value, and then you have the real market value where that same house for 287 you could actually probably sell it for 350. Okay, so this is how I can make this a positive. It's not what I wanted to show you guys, but this is how I can also make this a positive for you guys, to show you guys how the land is what's important. You can always build a house. You can always build the house on the land. And again, the whole purpose of me helping you guys, the whole purpose of my strategy is to show people that wouldn't otherwise be able to qualify to purchase a home, to purchase land, to do anything in the real estate space. The whole purpose is for me to try to show you guys how to fulfill this dream, how to become property owners through first owning the land. First owning the land. Okay? First owning the land. Now, let me go back to what I was saying before about I can't comprehend for the life of me why people just work and pay these high-ass mortgages. Okay? So basically, these days, you're going to find mostly the house being more valuable than the land. I got to go back and find that example that I had. I'll find it on my own time and do another video. I call it part 2 of this. But anyhow, this is how you can get into real estate. This is how you can own property. This is how you can get in the game, guys. First, own the land. Now, let me go back to one of my favorite websites that I always use this example, cheapeasyland.com. You see what it say there, guy? Your sole source for below market land deals, easy monthly payments, no credit check. Use your land immediately. Use your land immediately. Okay? If you talk to these sellers and I show you guys how to talk to them and everything like that, they will approve you doing whatever you want to do on the land as long as it's within the county and state guidelines and as long as you run it by them first, the seller first. Okay? A lot of people ask me, well, dang, I got this land now. I know it's rent to own. I don't really have the land until I paid it off. Can I still build a house? Yes, you can. But like I keep saying, you have to run it by the seller first. Some of them will let you do it, and some of them will not let you do it. Okay? Some of them will let you do it, and some of them will not let you do it. So it all depends on the situation. And that's what I help you guys with, in finding the type of property that meets your criteria. It meets your criteria, it meets your goals, it meets your intentions. Okay. So this is how, you might not have any money, you might not have any credit, you might have $1,000, and I'm just showing you this one website. I have other properties that you could get into for $100, $200, $300, $400, $500 down, $100, $200, $300, $400, $500 a month, even less. A few of them even less. I saw one couple weeks ago for like $29 a month. Okay, and I'm telling y'all, 3 years ago, man, I got like 15 properties. I'm paying like $50 a month. $50 a month. 15 of them. Okay. So this is how you get in the real estate space, you get in the land space, you get into the investing in property space with very little money. Very little money. Okay, you don't need them $300,000 loans and stuff like that. You can buy the land, make money off the land. How do you make money off the land? Very easy. You go to something like Airbnb. You put the land on Airbnb. This is one of my Airbnbs right here about to pop up. You put the land on Airbnb. This is some of my guests right here that have stayed and stuff like that. Okay. Some of my guests have many guests that have stayed. It's still loading. Okay. That have stayed and stuff like that. This is my Airbnb. I do camping for van lifers, for camp tents. I rent my cabins. Okay. These are my pictures right here of my cabins and stuff like that. All right. You can also rent your property to truck drivers and people with boats and RVs as storage. You can put a ad in a Craigslist, a newspaper, Facebook Marketplace. You place advertisements. You guys have to learn how to market also. You have to learn how to market your property, and I show you how to do that. Okay. These are my Airbnb cabins that I Airbnb. Okay. The property I was at, my ranch, the last video I did a couple days ago, this is that property right here. All right. This is that property right here. All right. So this property is basically paying for itself. Once it's being paid for, I'm going to put nice houses on this property. Okay, I'm going to put some very nice houses on this property. When I'm on this property, I'm usually not sleeping in the nice cabins. You know where I'm sleeping at? Right here. This is my dusty, rusty little hunting cabin. As you could see, I got my drawers and all that shit hanging out the front because I barely have any space in there. But that's where I live. That's where I sleep. Okay. And I let my tenants sleep in a nice, spacious, well, more space cabins. Okay. Like this. All right. Now, if I have my woman, whatever, my offsprings, friends, family, whatever, we'll set up camp in the nicer cabins. But if I'm just there by myself, hey, I'm sleeping in my truck or I'm sleeping in my hunting cabin. All right. But all my assets pay for themselves and pay me. They pay for themselves and pay me. Okay. Um, Another website to rent your land out on is let me show you guys this, because a lot of you guys might not start off renting cabins. A lot of you guys might start off just renting the land. So, and I don't have any running water or electricity on the property, guys. All I did was I set up a little area for 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 tent camping. I just cleared some room. I set up a little campfire area. I'm showing an example right here is my cover space. I would literally just put a bathtub out there that you could put on your swimming trunks, swimming clothes, and go take a bath in the outdoor bath right there. And I just show pictures of the land and the neighbors. I show pictures of some pots cooking on the land, and I do have pictures of the cabin right there just to tempt them to, upgrade to a cabin. But yeah, I just have pictures of the land, and I just put up some type of infrastructure, like the camp area and the bathroom, the shower, the bathtub area, I should say. And that's it, and people like camping out. There's a bunch of people doing this right now. A lot of people just buying land to rent it to campers and charging way more than I do. They charging $60 and $70 a night for people to camp out. Now it depends on what area you're in. If you're in like Los Angeles, anywhere near Silicon Valley, man, there's people making like $1,500 a week um for people to camp out, or at least it was. I don't know if it's like that anymore, but it's people paying like $1,500 a week to camp out in other people's backyards. It's crazy. It's crazy. But anyhow, land is where it's at, people. Land is where it's at. Okay, now I didn't get to show you guys what I wanted to show you guys, but it's still showing that you can pretty much be assured that your land is gonna not lose its value. And once you purchase your land and pay it off, your land you can leverage your land and you can build a house on your land. Okay. Now you say, well, Dragon, who am I gonna get to build a house? I have the information for you on that. There's a lot of good quality builders. One of them is Toll Brothers Home Construction. Toll Brothers. All right, is this it? That might not be it. Toll Brothers right there. This is a popular one. You could call up Toll Brothers, tell them you got some land. See, it say 4.99% APR, 30-year fixed rate. You call up Toll Brothers, tell them you got some land, you want to leverage the land to build a house on it. You talk to their consultants. This website done changed since I last been on it. But anyhow, they'll tell you how much it is to build a house on it. But anyhow, guys, that's if you want to build a regular home. The thing right now is these. What I keep showing y'all is these shed to house conversion homes. Okay, that's what's popping right now. Let me see something. Can I watch a video of me doing the video? Let me see something. Can I watch a video of me doing the video? Let me see something. That's crazy. Can I watch a video of me doing the video? That's crazy. All right. So anyhow, um, I gotta go back and watch some of these videos. This is what's popping.
With the new Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. More perfect shots with.
This is what's actually popping right here.
Hi, I'm Dylan, and welcome to the Druid's Den.
Okay.
It on these blocks rather than on a concrete pad.
Building shed to house conversions. It's the cheapest way to get into building a house. Look how beautiful that is. It is the cheapest way to build a house. You could build one of these out for $20, $30, $40, $50,000. Take your time. Every week, every month, every time you get paid, you build, this week you put your insulation in, next week you put your drywall in, the next week you build your bathroom out, the next week you build your kitchen out, the next week you build your floor out, the next week you paint the house, or next month or whatever. But this is a perfect way to get into the land and house ownership with very, very little money. Look how beautiful this house is. Look how beautiful this is, guys. Look how beautiful this is. Okay? You don't have to go beg nobody for no 30-year mortgage. You could buy your land paid off in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. The most 10 years. It shouldn't take you 10 years, but the most 10 years. And your cabin, they do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years payment plans on the cabins. Look how beautiful that bathroom is, guys. This is where it's at with these cabins. This is the future. All right. You put one of these on your land. For example, you buy a piece of land right now, say $300 down, $300 a month. Your cabin, say $300 down, $300 a month. That's $600, right? Personally, I would put 2 cabins, but let's just say you start off with 1 cabin. You paying on it and you're living in it. Every month you fix it up until a year goes by, and you have it fixed up to the point that it's just like what's on this video here. Guys, listen. You can turn around and rent that cabin out easily. Easily. Mind you, you're only paying $600 a month. You could turn around and rent it out easily on Airbnb for $150 a night. Easily. I wouldn't even do a regular monthly rental on something this nice. I'd definitely rent it out on Airbnb for $150 a night. Definitely. You know how much money that is? You're going to make your $600 back in the first week. And the rest of the money for the rest of the month, that's a whole salary. That's a whole, you could replace your salary. So within a year, if you put all your money into the cabin, build it out nice like this, within a year, 2 years, you already done fixed up the house, halfway paid for the cabin, halfway paid for the land. And within 2 years, this house will start generating you income.
If you want to see more videos of me and my house,
enough income to supplement your salary, your wage. You could be making $2,000 a month profit off of this one Airbnb house. That's what most people make in a year. That's what most people make in a year is $24,000. The average individual out here make around $24,000, $30,000 a year. If you got 2 of them on your property, you're making almost $50,000 a year. That's what the average individual make. 80, 90% of people don't make over $50,000 a year. So right there, you already ahead of the game, guys. You already ahead of the game. Just with 2 of these cabins nicely decked out. You already ahead of the game. And this is one of the things that like I say, I should be even way ahead of the game myself personally. But all my mistakes and everything I've done, I'm trying to prevent you guys from making those same mistakes. I've done the legwork. I've done the due diligence. I've done everything. I'm going to put you guys, matter of fact, I'm going to put you guys ahead of me. A lot of you guys going to be ahead of me. Okay? Because the things I'm going to show you guys, right away, you're going to get your land. Right away, you're going to get your cabin. Right away, I'm going to show you how to fix up your cabin to put it on Airbnb. Right away. If you have the money, to do it, you can do it. And you guys going to see what's coming with me in the next few months here, actually, because I got a 2-story cabin that the shell is being built for me, and I'm going to be finishing out the inside. It's basically I'm gonna make it a 3-bedroom with a garage. Yes, I'm gonna make a tiny house, 3-bedroom with a garage. It's gonna be so dope. And I'm gonna Airbnb it out. I'm gonna try to Airbnb it out for about 200 a night. I'm gonna max it out, max it out, max it out. Right? Anyhow, you guys gonna see that process, because I'm getting ready to go to the next level, the level that I'm trying to show you guys to be on. I'm going on that level myself, right? If you've been watching my videos, especially from my old channel, you see I'm going through the whole process with you guys. With you guys. Yeah, I'm ahead of you in a lot of ways, okay? But I'm still going through the process myself. I'm still going through the process myself. So I'm still with you guys in the trenches. I'm still with you in the trenches. I'm not some guy doing webinars and you can't call my phone because I do everything to email. No, I'm still in the trenches. I'm with you guys. I'm just slightly ahead of a lot of you guys. Anyhow, hit me up. My phone number is 754-229-0940. 754-229-0940. My consultation is $250. If you don't have the whole 250, you could put 50 down and 50 a week for 5 weeks. That will give you 1 year of personal one-on-one consultation with me on the phone, not no emails and all this other type of crazy stuff. You get me. Okay, you get me. You speak to me on the phone, 754-229-0940. Okay, and again, I'm a builder by trade. I'm a builder by trade. If you look at my past videos, you'll see, my work, my type of construction work that I do, and stuff like that. So I can tell you guys exactly what type of cabin to get, how to have it built, um, depending on what region you're in, what materials to use, what materials not to use. Okay, all that good stuff. I consultate you on. It just depends. I have clients. I have a client right now. He has the money. He want to invest in a lot of land. He want to directly go and put these cabins on there and immediately start making money. He has the money to do it. And then I have clients, they only have two, three, four, $500 to start with. So of course they got to get the land first, save up another two, three, four, $500 to get the cabin, save up another two, three, four, $500 to do something to the cabin, to fix it up. So I have clients on every level. So that's why I say some of you will be ahead of me, some of you will be right there with me, and some of you slightly behind. Okay, but anyhow, please hit the like button, please hit the share button. My phone number again, 754-229-0940. And I got another video coming out tomorrow. um and I'm be doing videos every day, guys. I'm be doing videos every day because, like I said, a lot of people have been calling me. I'm doing a lot of consultations. And also, for the $250, it does include your trust documents, and you do go in my mastermind group, my new mastermind group that I have. All right, and you're in the mastermind group forever. Long as you want to be in the mastermind, you will be in the mastermind. All right. Talk to you guys later. Peace.